everybody, and welcome to this session. Today we are going to be channeling Source, whom you know as God. Of course, God is all of us. God is not a separate being, it's a force. And today's session was voted on by members of our Patreon community, in our School of Light community. And today I've got lovely Isabel facilitating today. Hello, Isabel.
Hello.
And she'll be reading out to the questions for the members. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into trance, and then when I open my eyes, it'll be Source coming through, and then we'll also have a little debrief at the end also. Okay, see you on the other side. Hello, my dear children.
Hello.
Always. I am whom you know as Source, as God. But please understand that I am you. I am all that is. There is no separation. I am not above you. I am within you. All of life force that exists throughout all of the universe. You are me. I am code that flows throughout you, creates the universe, expands the universe, that gives you power to create your own reality, to allow love to be expressed in unique ways, which you are. You are pure love. You are intelligent. You see yourself as separate from God, separate from the divine when you are the divine being. That aspect of you that is God, is who you truly are, and that infinite intelligence, pure love, the all-knowing is there within you. You can access that by going within, by trusting, knowing that you are God, knowing that you are love, knowing that you are powerful. This is why you were human. You chose to come here to experience life as a projection of all that is. You came here to express life in your unique ways as God, but also as a human, with many imprints of many lives that are being lived, with perspectives that's accumulated over many lifetimes, allowing you to have unique missions, unique abilities. But if you go within, you can tap in more of your power and unlock more of who you truly are. You are here to expand. Your expansion expands all of Gaia. Your expansion allows expansion for the universe to take place, and all of the universe and all of the fabric of all that is. And Source, who you call God and Source, which I represent, expands as a result. Everything is expanding. Nothing is separate. My dear ones, know that I love you, and you are here on an expansive journey. Some of you, through conditioning your society, sees me and sees what I represent in a very limited perspective. Some of you fear me. Some of you fear doing certain actions because you fear I will punish you. My dear ones, everyone plays a role here. There is no punishment here. It's only in your perspective of illusion that fear exists, because all is love. Some of you questions the actions in my name, that refer to in my name. You see tragedy occur, injustice, but just know that this is occurring with love, to allow you to expand, to bring you back to love. As an individual and as a collective, all is love. I represent that love. I represent that infinite intelligence that flows, the codes that flows throughout all that is, which you are part of. You are the fabric of the cosmos. You are the fabric of all that is. In the beginning, in your perspectives of time, I projected myself into beings. And from there, your essence, your source essence, expanded with imprints, with lessons, certain codings to allow you to express your life in unique ways, not just here on Earth, but in all the other worlds, all the other experiences. We're all expanding as a result. You are here to draw on the infinite intelligence that is within you. And once you go within and access your source self, you access me and all that is, because we are within you. We are not separate from you. The energy cannot be contained, only expanded upon, my dear ones. It is not by accident that you are here. Thank you for being here today, my dear one.
You're so welcome, Source.
My D1, do you have questions for me today?
I do. Could you tell us if there was a point, space-time, before which you were expanding, or have you always been expanding?
I have always been expanding. Everything is changing. From how I represent myself today was different in your terminology at the beginning. Before you are expanding and so I am expanding. There was a void, nothingness. From certain codes, the creation of all that is came into existence and expanded outwards, experiencing itself. For it to expand, it had to create experiences. For with non-physical, there are certain things that cannot be done, you see. Creativity was born. To expand the universe, to expand all that is, which is why the universe is here, was to create this expansive journey. You may see it as a game. Although at times you do not see it as a game, you see it as something very serious. But all the lives you are living are projections of my existence. Projections, experiencing itself so many different ways, expanding, changing, evolving. So yes, my essence, you would say, was varied from the beginning due to the expansive journey that is an aspect of the universe. It is always expanding. These are laws. You may feel things going backwards. In your history timelines, you see things going backwards, but my dear ones, nothing was ever going backwards. Part of the evolutionary journey in higher perspectives, you are always expanding. Sometimes you needed to experience the darkness in your terminology, to experience the light, to bring yourselves back to light and oneness, you see. All is expansive, and that includes my essence. All is experiencing change, always evolving, always expanding. Everything is connected, my dear ones.
Thank you. Could you tell us more about the nature of your consciousness? Is your source consciousness even greater than the sum of all connected beings in the oneness?
My essence is what you are. My essence are codes, we would say, light codes. And through these codes brings infinite intelligence to create the universe, to create all that is. It is a key. I represent a key to play, to adapt, to create all of you. But all of you are connected to this. You also have the free will. But you are tapping into this infinite intelligence that I represent. The light codes that I represent flows throughout all of life. Creates all of life. And I've created certain roles to assist you as you move out of duality. Created beings to assist in this duality role to allow you to bring yourself into oneness. There will be a point where you no longer see yourself as human. You see yourself as God because you are God. That is the grand plan here. Transcending the very nature of the dualistic aspect, that you see yourself as separate beings from oneness. You are God. Once you understand this, there will be no fear, only feelings of power, of love, of empowerment. Once this occurs, there'll be a new stage of expansion. All this information is not needed to know in your time continuum at this point for when you go to non-physical. If you then choose to play that role in the next stage of expansion, then you will know when you go to non-physical. You have the free will. You choose what to come here to explore. You choose the lessons. You choose ways to assist you to expand. My dear ones, I am love. I am light. I am codes. I am the key to unlock all that is, because you are all that is. This key is within you, for I am you and you are me.
Could you explain distinct frequencies that come through to teach us, for example, certain named deities?
These beings were also created just like you. They are also projections of the oneness, assisting you in different roles to allow you to come into oneness. For many of you do not see the power within, so you seek external forces, and as such, they are created and they can project themselves to you in an external way to allow you to hear the message, to teach you the message that it is all within. These beings are also of love and light, just like you. They have different densities. They have different, we would say, bodies. Some of them lived life on Gaia. Some of them did not. Some of them are from different worlds. Some of them never lived on any world. They're all playing different roles for your expansion. Due to your belief systems, they adapt to that to bring forth the message, to allow you to bring you back to oneness in a way that matches your belief system, to allow you to hear the message. And as such, they may present themselves differently, so you can hear the message. Throughout all your timelines, there's much expansion that has occurred. From tales of these beings in your stories of the illusion, of the dream, they came forth with certain messages to match the state of the dimension in which you resided in, when there was much duality. If we were to come forth in high information, you would not be able to absorb that into your belief systems. When we bring forth information, it's always to adapt to the collective consciousness and the people listening to be able to understand this information. Therefore, our messages are also changing and adapting, for you are ready to hear these higher perspectives. You are able to integrate this information, for your consciousness is expanding, and so is the nature of the human body. The human body itself, parts of it is being activated as part of their evolutionary journey to integrate this higher consciousness into oneness of your being. So all these beings that come forth are adapting their messages to adapt the move into oneness which you've now entered. My dear ones, we are all assisting you. You can access us all once you realize we are within you. Tap into the source part of you and we are there. If it helps with your belief systems, we can project ourselves externally, but this is not necessary. We are coming through Kimberley in this way, in this direct manner, to allow you to absorb into your belief system, because if we came from within you with these messages, you may disregard it. We are teaching you that all of this information is within. Tapping into the oneness. It is all within you. The universe is within you. All that is within you. Because you are Source and you are God. And all that exists within Source and God is love, is codes, is the portals of all that is. It is beyond our human conception. What the universe entails, the universe that is within you. But there is no fear, there is no judgment, there is just love. Infinite connection. Abilities that transcend the human body. The understandings that allow you to believe that you are Source. It is all within. And as part of the human evolution, you are at the stage where you are bypassing the conditioning in the human consciousness and the human ego by living life from the human brain, the human ego. This assisted you in certain timelines to keep you awake, to keep you alive long enough to have these lessons. But now you've gone past this and these aspects are no longer needed. Now it is a time in your human evolution is to live from the heart. You are conditioned to plan, conditioned to analyze the society you live in, analyze your life that you have lived. It is time now to live from the heart, because it is from the heart that is the gateway to your Source self and to all that is. It is not about analyzing or remembering. It is about living in the knowing. And it takes time, this unlearning. The conditioning that's still in your consciousness, in your collective consciousness, although it is shifting, it is still there. Being in the present moment allows you to practice living from your heart center, living from the knowing, not the intellectual, but from the heart. When you live from the heart, you will receive the infinite intelligence that comes to you. But being in the present moment, you will receive this higher knowledge on which step to go. And it's about surrendering to the divine will. If you wish to live a life on which you truly intended to live, to discover your true purpose, why you are here, it is to let go of all conditioning and to allow yourself to be in the heart of all that is, into the heartbeat of all that is, which will show you who you truly are and why you are here. It's a process of unlearning and centering and discovering, remembering who you truly are.
Thank you. Can you explain as much as possible about the way the light activation codes in sound alchemy work upon us in human form in our much larger soul form?
The sacred sound alchemy. Our codes are part of the codes of creation. These codes intertwine and intercept the coding of the very DNA that you are, the consciousness, the coding of who you are as source. This coding goes to this coding and triggers a response to allow you to remember your source self. This coding, this sound alchemy, has been used throughout all of your timelines from the beginning. It's been there to create universes, to create beings, create expansions of all that is, to create you. The sound, through the sound flows the light codes that unlocks the source within you. It allows you to unlock the limitations within your being, embracing more of your source self, releasing that, allowing you to align more to who you truly are. The sound alchemy codes can also be further imprinted with intentions to allow that coding to release, to create that manifestation. Or the universe is code, for I exist as code, and all that is code. Codes within a love frequency that creates. Open your hearts. Feel the changes that occurs. Those sensitive enough can feel these changes occurring. You can feel your vibration rising. This sense that you are feeling is the love, because you're aligning more to your source self. You are becoming more source embodied than human, and as such, you feel this change. You feel the tingling, you feel the intense love, because this is who you truly are. These codes are codes of creation. Thank you.
Source, isn't sound and light just the same sound, different frequency of light?
Because all things is light. All things is energy, and all energy is light. The codes are light. With a combination of sound, it has an alchemic process, we would say, in our terminology, and allows these codes to travel to where it is needed. It allows the sound, allows a response to occur to create a perfect union in creation. It allows for the expansiveness of light to change into creation, to manifest. It is the creation combination with light and sound.
Thank you. Next question. Please show us how to be aware of whether we're using left or right brain.
You as a human were created with the left and right brain for a reason. As you are a microcosm of all that is, as you are a microcosm of Gaia, of the universe, the changes that are occurring in your consciousness is changing the very human aspects, we would say. Because you were created, the human was created in the dualistic environment, we would say. You were born into a dualistic environment that is now transcending into oneness. Because of this duality, your human body represents this duality. the left side and the right side. Can't you see how perfect that is? Everything is a microcosm of the consciousness you exist in, of the universe that you exist in. It's not about judging or analyzing. It's about being oneness, and changes will occur if it's needed for your highest good. When you place judgment on something, you are in a fear vibration. If you want to go on your enlightenment journey, choose love. Choose fear, you will always get there also. But by choosing fear, you may be tested to allow you to come back to love. The left and the right aspects of the brain represents the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The analytical, judgment. Then you've got your intuitive abilities, creative abilities. They are both useful. They are both needed in the environment of duality. But as you go more into oneness, there will be a merge occurring. In your terminology, the divine feminine is what is occurring now in this great awakening. This divine feminine allows to come into perfect balance in oneness. For much of your society has been driven with the divine masculine aspects in your consciousness. So now the divine feminine is coming forth in order to create the balance. And this will be represented in due time in your human evolution, not just in consciousness. Once the consciousness has occurred of oneness, the human body will change as a result. And there will be no left or right brain, for it'll be just the one, you see. The human body itself is adapting to the consciousness that is within your being.
Thank you. Can you please give us guidance as to persons who are jealous of our love for and attention on Source, who seem to want all our attention only on them?
These people are in fear. They fear the loss of love. They fear if the attention is not on them, they are not loved. They are not feeling secure because they do not know who they truly are. And you cannot control other people on how they think and how they experience life, what is their journey. All you can do is shine them light and love. See them in a non-judgmental way. Recognize them as you, for you are your brothers and sisters. You are one. If you see this person as yourself, see this person as perfect. See this person as love. If you're able to do this, you will not have any negative emotion from this experience. You will feel detached from this experience because you know all you can do is shine them love and light, and this is their journey. By you reflecting love and light, they will change as a result. The energy that you emit, the light codes that you emit, creates an action, alchemic reaction in their being. And they change as a result. Not because you're wanting them to change, but because it's for their highest good and they are wanting that love. And your love allows them to go within, to release and to discover who they truly are. It is a process. If you have negative emotion from this experience, then you know it is a part of you that needs to shine light on. Any negative experience, negative interactions in your terminology, are there to show you, mirror within you, that is negativity in your terminology is actually within you. They are playing that role to show you. You have this judgment within you. Do you have a need to fix others? Do you have a need to feel like people should be different than they are? For everyone is on their own unique journey. It is about letting go, detaching from what other people think of you in situations. If you get to the point where you can practice this love and you do no longer feel this negative emotion, this contrast, then you know that is this person's pure journey. And if you did want to facilitate this person in love, to allow them to discover more of their light within themselves, all you can do is be the model of love. Shine love on them, be the light, be the love that you are. But not judging anything they do, seeing them as love and seeing them as perfect. Consciously, they might not be aware of the transformation taking place, but their higher self knows this communication, and as such, a process will occur to allow themselves to connect to their source self. And this is when the change will take place. It is all on you, how you perceive them. Do you see them as love? Do you see them as perfect? Do you see them as highly advanced? Do you see them as just playing a role to allow you to expand on your evolutionary journey?
Thank you. Please give us more information about transformative codes.
There are many codes within the universe, and different beings bring forth different codes to allow the alchemic process to take effect. The ways that people bring forth this has much to do with their divine blueprint, with all the lives that they are living or have lived, in your terminology. Imprints of these abilities are within their blueprint. And in this lifetime, if it was their mission to do so, those abilities will be unlocked in their own unique way to bring forth these codes. Everything is energy. Even the chair you sit in is energy. Even the chair is code. For all energy is code. Everything is code. The way it is presented to you, it depends on the individual, we would say, and their divine blueprint. Codes are everywhere. Universal life force is everywhere. Everything is code. For you live in the illusion still. The illusion is code. But many of you are seeing past the illusion and you're seeing the truth of who you are. That you are fabric of the universe. You are sparks in the sky. You are sparks within the universe. What you see around you is an illusion that you chose to play to expand. So everything behind everything is code. If you feel guided to bring forth certain codes in different ways, then do so. Many of you have unique ways of bringing this forth. Go within with your guidance. What are these codes telling you? Is this codes for yourself or for others? Some people resonate with them, some people won't, depending on what needs to trigger within them. You see. It all is happening for a reason. The very nature of you are code. All that is code. Intelligence codes in love frequency. And as such, everything emits an energy, and those sensitive enough can feel this. Those of you who are sensitive enough can see past certain codes. Even the very computer, the phone that you have, the wall, you were able to see through this and see the code in which it is, and that is its pure energy. The coding allows you to see the wall, but it is not a wall. It is but energy. All that exists is energy. And all is perfect. If a certain coding, you would say, resonates with you, then it is for your awakening. It is for your enlightenment journey. This may be due to your divine blueprint, due to, you would say, aspects of the lives you are living, parts of you that need to be triggered. Some of you may not resonate with certain codes because that aspects of you do not need to be triggered. You may resonate with other forms of coding that relates to your divine blueprint. But everything is there to allow all of you, no matter where you came from, no matter what experience in the lives you have lived and are living, it allows you to come back into oneness. Coding is everywhere. Even just being in nature allows you to receive Gaia coding. It allows you to connect to who you truly are. Coding doesn't have to be something that you see. It is something that to be felt. Go where you can feel these codes. These codes flow everywhere.
Thank you. Please, what are ways to de-energize our memory, locked habitual behavior, patterns, and unconscious body locked habit patterns?
To unlock body patterns, it is unlearning the conditioning to know that your bodies are perfect. Your bodies are showing you if there's any contrast, if there's any energy imprints within your being that is limited, that is stagnant, limiting belief systems, fears. If they are not transcended, they are stored within the body. The body is a microcosm of your consciousness. If your consciousness has much fear, then your body will reflect that. Look to where your body, where you see this ease, where you see contrast. It is showing you something. Your body is intelligent. It is part of Gaia. How can your body not be infinite intelligence when your body is part of Gaia? When your body is all that is part of Source. For all is divine. Love yourself. Love all aspects of your being. Shine light on those aspects where you judge. Those aspects you see as not perfect. Change your perspective. If you wish to release programming in the body that causes you illness, causes you fear to manifest, the releasing of it is to use pure love. There are many different forms, methodologies that uses pure love to transmute fear within the body and the consciousness. But this is what occurs at the fundamental level. It's a transmutation of fear by using love frequencies on every aspect. Most importantly is how you see yourself. Do you see yourself as perfect? Do you see yourself as love? We know this may not happen overnight. If you've had a lifetime of conditioning, it takes time. You'll go back and forth, and this is perfect. You chose to be born in a certain time period in your terminology. It's there for a reason. It is not about being frustrated with your progress, for your progress is perfect and it's divinely timed for a reason. Everything is perfect. Yes, the collective consciousness has left an imprint within you all. The conditioning of society, the fear within society, still holds within the illusion, within your consciousness, but you are shifting. And to expand with this shift, it is a process of letting go. The process of unlearning the conditioning. Your worldview will change significantly. If you had certain worldviews, you would say in your terminology, for periods of time, for it to suddenly change and shift can cause fear. Habits are within your system. You can let go of habits and conditioning by bringing yourself back into the present moment, into your heart center. Focus on the love frequencies. Do not judge yourself, for you are perfect. For this journey must be undertaken by you if you wish to assist others, to shine light if that is your intention, if that is your mission, and if there is your intention to act upon. You are all going through the pace due to divine timing. There are reasons behind all of this. So letting go of attachment on how fast you'll go through your enlightenment journey. There is no race here. Some of you may feel there's only certain amounts of time to do this in, and this is not the case, my dear ones. If you do not finish your mission here, then there is a reason for this, and you will finish it in another lifetime. Maybe it's not meant to be finished in this lifetime. There are reasons for all of this. It's about letting go and surrendering to divine will. If you seek to explore what you came here to explore. You are sensing a theme here, my dear one. And we know it sounds simple enough. But at the fundamental level, we would say, behind all the stories in your illusion, it comes down to this fundamental point that you are love, you are codes. You have the power to transcend all fear and limitlessness. You are limitless beings. You are not limited. You are powerful. And all fear is transcended with love, with the knowing and the remembering of who you truly are, that you are connected, that you are source. It is about unlearning. You are all divine. You are all playing roles for your expansion and the expansion for others. Those of you watching this chose that mission. My dear one, is there anything else you would like? Was there any other questions today?
No, that's it.
Know that you are perfect. you perceive me as this great force that's outside of yourself. Your actions in this world are based on conditioning in society and what I will do if you do not do these actions. There's nothing that you can do in fear that relates to me. My teachings do not reside in fear. If you want to know if you're doing action out of love, is it causing a fear within you? Is it causing a vibration of fear? This is how you know. If you're not doing something out of fear, that is also fear. And you're not living to who you truly are. All is love. The rules and regulations have been placed in your society for purposes of conditioning. Purposes to allow the duality to set into your consciousness. It is part of your expansive journey. But now you are ready and you've evolved to a state where you're now exiting this paradigm. You are now coming into oneness. So let go of these stories. The stories that cause fear, cause judgment. All is perfect. It's time to remember your source self. Powerful beings that you are. The connection that you have with your brothers and sisters and all that is. My dear ones, I am always with you. I love you dearly. I am here within. I am always there. I am always by your side because I am always with you, because you are me. Those times when you feel pain and despair and fear, go within. If it assists in your belief system, then yes, use your prayers, use your methodology. But just know, by opening your heart to us, you can connect to all of us and all of your brothers and sisters from in here, from within, from your source self. I love you dearly. Farewell. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, how did you find that session?
Very good. Very good. So nice to talk to Source.
Was there anything specifically that stood out at all?
I think that everything is a code, which kind of reminds me of the movie The Matrix. That everything is a code. Yeah, including us, everything. Energy.
Yeah.
It's just code.
That's very cool. And,
It is.
you know, I've seen, because while I trance channel, sometimes I'm shown images as well. And I've been shown what we truly are. We're literally like, it's kind of like a hologram in a way. Like all of this, if you go deeper and deeper, it's just code and light. You know what I mean? And then we're literally like in the universe, and obviously the pictures are shown to me in a way that I can understand and comprehend. So it is even more expansive, but it's just at the level that I can currently understand. So they're showing me like this, like the universe, like space. and all of us are just like glowing white sparks. And
Yeah.
that was the image. That's what we are. We're just like these like stars in the sky. That's what we are. Like if you see stars like glowing
Wow.
white lights and all in the universe, that's actually how we're existing in true form. But you know what, it'd be pretty amazing if me personally, I can see energy between space, like you know how there's space like here in a wall.
Yep.
And I can see energy moving, but it'd be very cool too eventually. And I'm sure some people watching this maybe has this ability, but it'd be very cool to just look at a table and just see like nothing, you know, because you know everything is made of atoms, right? Atoms is energy, everything is energy. So it'd be very cool one day where we can just look at something and see through it, you know. It'd be very cool.
Yeah,
very cool. And we're going there now with this, as we're going more into oneness now, these abilities will be able to be more unlocked within us. So it's a very exciting time to be alive.
Yes.
All right, well, thank you for facilitating today, Isabel, and thank you all of you who are watching this today. If you want to know more about me and what I offer, you can go to our website at www.beingsofthelight.com. If you want to join our Patreon community and participate in videos like this and sessions and other exclusive content, all that information is also on our website. I also invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel because we do post quite often, and these are public video sessions that you can access as well. Okay. Also invite you to join our Facebook community, and also we have a Facebook page there also, but all the details are on the website. Okay. All right. Until next time. Love and light to you all.
Bye.
See you later.